And I would just like to know why, after 4 years, this little girl's got no justice in her case.
Okay. Well, I don't, we don't have a case in this office with that, okay? And, I'm sure there are a number of different reasons why that may not have come forward, but that's not something that I think I can talk about over the phone, all right? And nor am I completely familiar with all the facts of that particular matter. So,
but I mean,
what can I help you with?
This has been 4 years, and I mean, to me, this is just telling the world that it's okay to come down to Athens, Georgia, and rape poor little black girls. There's been no justice for her in this case, and this little girl has nightmares every day.
I understand, but I think it all goes on each of the cases. I guess that's a matter that is a matter that's with the police department to investigate and review and make decisions on it based on everything as whether or not there's sufficient evidence to go forward. I have some a little bit of familiarity with that, not an extensive amount, but it's not something that I can really talk about, okay, based on certain confidentiality, all right?
Is there any way
I think you probably understand there may be a lot more to that than perhaps you've been led to believe, okay? And so just understand that, all right?
Is there any way of actually sitting down with this little girl and hearing her story? I mean, she's got a story that no 7-year-old...
And a number of that's happened a good bit at the time. I think there were forensic evaluations and everything else that were done back early on. And okay.
All right.
Again, I can't go into everything, but all I'm going to tell you is that, there may be more to some things than you've been led to believe, okay, about the situation and about all the facts. And believe me, I want to tell you something. We have a community that stood up and done a terrific job when it comes to any sort of child abuse and any kind of matters that have happened. And they've really stepped up and done the kind of job they ought to be doing. So, okay?
Hey, can I ask you one last question?
You can ask it,
We have Canadians that are concerned about this case, that they've heard about this case.
Okay.
And can I pass on my conversation with you to them, because they're inquiring the same thing. Is it okay to rape in Athens, Georgia? So I would like to know if I can pass on our conversation to them.
Well, how are you going to pass that on?
Well, just letting them know what, you and I discussed and what your answers were.
Yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine. I mean, I don't really, but I think you should understand that you are a relative of this child.
I'm a friend of the family. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you said you were a relative of the child.
No, I never said relative. I said friend of the family.
Okay. All right. So, in any event, it's not a case that we have in this office. As I have a little bit of familiarity with it from a number of years ago, and with all that, I think probably a little bit more to the matter than y'all been led to believe. Okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.